everybody. I know that a lot of my friends have been watching me work on a stove, hiking pot, camping system. I've been working on it, I don't know, as a total of probably about 3.5 months. But this really started last year, about in November, and I wanted to make the best hiking stove possible for the least amount of money. And the systems that were out there, we're talking about between $100 and $150. So for the $100 one, this is about how big the system is, and what comes in it is fuel for about 40 minutes of runtime, a stove which sits about that high, and then the pot, so everything fits inside the pot, and so the whole system stands about this tall, because the fuel and the stove and then the pot sits on top of that. So that's about how high the system is. This is about the size of a jet boil. The MSR generator, or reactor I mean, is a little bit bigger than this, so it's a little bit girthier, but it's about the same height. I have the coffee cup out here for size comparison, because the system that I've been working on is this big in comparison. Drastically different. Drastically different. So in here I have 45 to 60 minutes of burn, enough to boil 6 cups of water. I have a pot which holds 2.5 cups of cookable fluid, meaning it's a 3-cup pot, and then the stove. This is the stove system itself. It's hollow. The fuel goes in. The fuel goes in right here in this top piece, and the jets actually come out from in the middle. I've got a system down here to help start it. These screws unscrew, so when we manufacture it, we won't have screws that screw out. This is just how I'm able to do it. We'll have little legs that flip out, so it'll be much easier and user friendly. And this holds the wind guard pot stand. So now I'll explain those in a second. There's the expandable pot. There's the expandable pot, and this is the wind guard. Now this sits up like this on top of here, and it's got levels, so you can adjust your levels to however hot you want your burn, how close to the pot you want your flame. And you take these 2 wires. Now this is just how I have it done now. In manufacturing is how I'm going to have it, or there'll be 4 legs in here that will be contoured to the inside of the can, so when I turn this, the little legs will pop out. So it'll have 4 little contoured legs that will pop out. So these wires are obsolete. They're just the best that I can do in my home. So we'll put these on here and get them staged, and the pot sits right on top of that like that. So I'll go ahead and start the stove up so you can see it run.
Put fuel in it.
This is the fuel tank that goes in the middle. So we'll just put some fuel in here. Looks like it needs to be tightened. We'll put some fuel in here. Put a few drops on top. And we'll put a few in here to get it started. Now you can start it with a spark or with flame. So the inside is actually starting up. Can you see that inside there? The inside's starting up. It's going to heat up and start the whole system. The reason why it's flaming so high is because it's warming up and getting started. Now the system's pressurized and is running, we'll put the pot guard over the top of this, or the wind guard, and put the pot. We'll put some water in here. This is pre-warmed water, so it's no boil test. Just showing that it's completely functional and operational. So here's the complete stove setup running. Probably has a total of a half a cup in here right now. So there the system's running. Can you see in there? Mm-hmm. There's the flame. It's no lights. There's the flame. Put this back on. So there's my stove set up, and as you can see in there, we've reached boil. So there it is, my operational expandable pot, and realistically it expands down into the size of a coffee cup, boils to 2.5 cups of water. Thank you.
Funny to me.